We are in the old apartment. This is the front entrance of the door. So very cute. You can tell it's all like black detailing. So like you guys would know what I was talking about when I said the other place was more like white. This is like black detailing, it's darker, which I really loved. But it had light flooring, whereas now I have dark flooring and light cabinets. So it's kind of a change up, but I do like it. This is like a very different floor layout. So this was like a more of a triangle. So yeah, this is the layout. Love the black detailing. There's definitely things in this apartment that I would want in my future home if I were blessed enough to be able to build a home. So definitely a beautiful apartment. I'm definitely going to miss it, but whoever moves in next is definitely going to enjoy it. So the living room goes into the kitchen. And the first thing is the storage closet. It was a custom closet, so it's not like the wire racks, it's like wood, which I just used as a storage closet when I was living here because I have like my dog's crate and decorations and everything. So same 12-foot ceilings, same thing I have in my apartment now, 12-foot ceilings. This was the fridge I was talking about that I had so much trouble with. This was the replacement fridge, which is actually very, very nice. I like it. There's just no ice maker on it. So I don't know if they're going to take that out with the new person moving in, but they should definitely do that. Over here, it's black cabinets, or like they're like a dark brown cabinet with like the bronze gold colored handle. And then here is, hopefully they don't see that. And then of course is the white marble on the counters. This is kind of neat. I never really used it, but I mean, nice little detail. And then just, you know, the sink's different. Like this is obviously a bit more updated than what I have right now, but I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought I was gonna love having a microwave like in the cabinet area, but I actually ended up not liking it at all. Like I always had to bend over and I would spill stuff. I'm just a tall person, so it doesn't really work out for me. And then they have a cabinet, really tall cabinet. So yeah, the cabinet space I have no complaints about. The black detailing is beautiful. I love this apartment so much. Okay, and that was, so just for reference, door, living room, kitchen. So definitely something I miss that I don't have in my new apartment is the waterfall. And this is definitely something that I would have in a home, because if you know how apartments work, like they have the really cheap paint and it scuffs really easy, and it's really easy for my dog to like slurp water and like get it on and ruin like the paint. So having like that marble cover right there is really nice detail. So yeah, this is the kitchen. Okay, now going over here is the laundry room with the Whirlpool stuff. I just saw that. I need to take that with me before I give the keys back. So yeah, so this is the other thing. Okay. It's kind of the same situation in my new place because I don't have a lot of room. So obviously like the storage closet will have all my laundry detergent and stuff. So then you go down this hallway and into the bathroom. And then the tub that I would, like the legendary tub I've always talked about. It's so deep. Honestly though, I gotta take that with me too. Ooh. I love that I keep finding things that I have to take with me. So I like that it had like its own like shelf unit, where I don't have that now. I just have like a standard tub, which I mean, like, I just don't think you should base your whole decision on getting an apartment on just the bathtub. Obviously, I'm gonna miss this. It's very luxurious, something else I would put in a home if I built a home, because it's customized. But yeah, like that, I have a shower head that I got off Amazon that's silver to match like the hardware that I need to install this weekend. So I'm gonna have the same type of water pressure, luckily. But yeah, just very beautiful. Toilet is like a European style toilet. I'm gonna take this toilet paper with me. And then the sink, obviously beautiful, same setup as the kitchen. Then going over into the left is the one and only bedroom. So this was the bedroom. It's actually super spacious. But yeah, it has a very nice view. Obviously it's super cloudy today, but it has a nice view. And Usually like this type of shade kind of like blocks the light out, so no one can see you from the inside out at night or during the day. So like if you have your lights on at night, no one can see in, which is kind of nice because like obviously it's the bedroom, you change in here. So yeah, so this is the bedroom. Very pretty. It has like a bunch of windows. You can see everything. Obviously you just saw the title of the apartment building. So I have been staying at Hazel South Park. Loved it here, but I will talk about the pros and cons once I get back to my other place. But same detailing on the ceiling, and then customized closets, which I do have in my current apartment, so it's nothing new, just different color cabinets. And I honestly like my new apartment better because there's more shelving and more more rack space, and like you can like hang long dresses without it hitting on the shelf. So that's one thing I really do like about the new place. But yeah, it's definitely like a different vibe, but they're still both really nice luxury apartments, and they each have their own individual pros and cons to them. So definitely taking pictures of stuff in these, like this apartment, because there's stuff that I would want in my home one day or want to customize my home for. So beautiful. Okay, so that is everything for the apartment tour. I just wanted to show you guys where I kind of been living. I know you guys probably have seen like tidbits as I filmed in this apartment, but I just wanted to film for anyone who is interested in moving to Charlotte, or maybe you live in Charlotte, your lease is coming to an end and you need some ideas. Maybe you want to splurge on your living situation. So I will say that this apartment, I actually got on a discount. I want to be like fully transparent with you. If you're wondering like how much an apartment like this, obviously you can go onto their website and see what their prices are. It really depends on the time of year that you're renting. Like I'll say if you're renting in the summertime to like September, the prices will be a lot higher compared to like right now. I looked on their website and I think they had some reasonable stuff for like the area. South Park in general is pretty expensive, I would say, compared to like something in South End, but honestly now stuff in South End is super expensive. Personally, I prefer living in South Park just because it's South Park. It's quiet, there's not a lot going on, and you're still pretty close to South End. Like you don't have to like live in South End, you know? So like you're near South End, but you don't have to live there. Yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys, just in case anyone is looking for a new apartment and you're interested. Obviously this floor plan I think is already taken. I think someone already signed this floor plan. This is the A7 floor plan. If it's not A7, just look for like the rectangular, the triangular like floor layout on their website. And this is like the only one they have. That's a 1-bedroom. So very pretty. This is 720 square feet, I believe. And I don't know if they have other availabilities because this is more like a popular, which is like why I think they raised my rent renewal offer letter. They like raised it so much. So that was one of the reasons why I ended up signing somewhere else, because I was like, nothing else was available when I was looking. And also they just like raised it like way too much. And I was like, it's not even worth it at that point, but definitely gonna miss it here. But I'm really, really excited for my new apartment and just like decorating and everything. I think the apartment that I'm in now, it's more versatile and I can decorate the way I want. Whereas here you're more like constrained to how you can decorate because it's obviously white and black detailing. So you can't like put like gold or like bronze. So you have to kind of put, I don't know, but in my opinion. So that was the apartment tour. So if you're interested or if you're in the Charlotte area and you're looking for an apartment, definitely check them out. Their staff is really great. The leasing office has always been great. They did switch management recently, so I haven't lived here long enough to know like what the other management's like, but they were sold from the original management company to a new company. So yeah, and there's also a Rocks box underneath here. There's a spa underneath here, and then there's also going to be a Jinya ramen bar right on the end of the building. So definitely a good location. You have your food, your spa, and your workout studio underneath. So, and you have the mall behind you. So that's amazing too. That's really convenient. There's multiple times that I like walked back there during lunchtime to like go to Lululemon and stuff, but maybe not the best if like you're a compulsive shopper, but but it's definitely convenient, especially during Christmas time. I'm gonna go ahead and go return my keys to the leasing office, and I will update you guys once I get back to the other apartment. So I'm back in my apartment. It is actually a little bit later. Let me move this camera a little bit closer to me. So back at my apartment, I actually just elevated my desk a little bit. So like you guys were at, you know, it's like we're talking, we're at face height. I actually originally started to film this portion of the video, and then the fire alarm in my building went off, and like, so they've been doing construction, on the other side of the building. So I think like doing the wiring and stuff can like trip the alarms sometimes. And so it's been happening like almost every day. Yesterday was like a planned one. Like the fire department truly was like just testing the alarms. But like the day before that there was one, the day before that there was one. So it's been happening like almost every day. And so I was kind of like, well, I'll just wait it out. It will only, because usually it's only like two couple minutes, but this one was a lot longer. So I was like, okay, maybe there is like a fire somewhere. So I got out, took Sergeant outside, and all the other residents were outside too. So I think everyone's confused, because like some people, I just feel like it's like, I feel like when they're like doing construction, like that kind of stuff happens, like fire alarms get tripped. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I wanted to kind of wrap this portion of the video up by kind of going over like my old apartment. I guess I can kind of share with you guys now. In the video you saw that I mentioned that I was staying at Hazel South Park. So I was staying in the South Park area. I really like the area a lot. I think the area is really up and coming. It is a little bit more on the expensive side. So that was like the only con. There were like a couple cons. First con was like, it was expensive, but that's just something that I kind of like had to play with. I just kind of sat down with myself and I was like, okay, this is what we can afford at this complex. If we want to live here, that's great. We can do it. It's doable. But I kind of knew going into it, like I was like, if they raise the rent anymore, I'm gonna have to move, because it's not that I couldn't afford it, it's that it just wasn't smart for me financially to do. It didn't make sense for me financially. And I know everyone has their own prerogative about how much they want to spend on rent, and that's their business. Just like it's my business on how much I want to spend on rent. Because I do spend a large majority of my time in my own apartment. So it is really important to me that I have enough space. My dog has enough space. Everyone's living comfortably. So that was one big factor. That was a con that I just like, was kind of like, but it was nice. Another con that I did not like was probably just like the demographic of people that lived there. You know, I probably should have seen it coming really a lot sooner. And I'm not trying to like generalize this group of people, but just like the people that lived there were very uppity, very like rude. And this wasn't like everybody, but it was like, there were some people there that were just like really rude, not considerate, especially like driving like in the parking garage. There was a lot of drama between residents. I just didn't really like it. But yeah, other than that, that wasn't bad. I had a couple run-ins with some residents, and it was just kind of like, you know, without going into too much detail, I was just kind of like put by it. And it was a major factor as to why I moved out, was because I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. Like obviously I live by myself, with just my dog, but you still run into those people like in the mail room, the package rooms, the parking garages, just walking doors, like walking through doors, like you see people and people are just like, and I'm someone who like, I will smile at someone because like, I don't want anyone to feel like I'm being mean or like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but like people like really just walked around with like a chip on their shoulder, just it was giving very privileged behavior, and I just did not like it. So that was like another reason why I decided to move out, because I just didn't want to deal with that demographic of particular people. But there were others that were like super nice that I met, like my neighbors were great. There was just like few bad apples that lived there that I just didn't want to deal with anymore. And I had a couple run-ins
in the parking garage before with like parking situations. People would always park over the lines. It was really annoying. People would park on right on top of me to the point where like there was no way they got out of their car without hitting my car. So I think it's safe to say I'm a lot happier at this place because there's like literally there's maybe like 10% occupancy at this apartment right now. I'm sure by the time I move out of here after 15 months, it's going to be fully packed and loaded. But yeah, so that was another con. I think that was the only con. I think the only other con that I did not like about the apartment was just like the whole refrigerator situation. I went through like 4 different fridges while I was there for 13 months, which I just think shouldn't happen. Like, I mean, having to replace a fridge once, that's one thing, but then having to replace it 3 different times, that's like another. Maintenance was really good about it, but it was just kind of like, come on, like, if you're paying this much money in rent per month, like, I feel like you should have more reliable appliances, and I just feel like they didn't. But yeah, so other than that, no complaints. Obviously loved like just the atmosphere of the apartment, the layout. I didn't think I was gonna like the layout at first because I was looking at more of a layout like the layout I have now. It's more like rectangular, more square. That apartment was more of, like, as you saw, it was more of like a triangle layout in the corner of the building. But yeah, I really liked it. I feel like I got, you know, bang for my buck, and I feel like I really enjoyed my time there. I know my particular unit is actually being leased out. I think property manager had told me like someone's moving in next week. And I saw when I went to get my mail that someone else's mail was in there too. So I just left it behind for them. But yeah, so I am basically done now. I dropped my keys off. I said my farewells to the leasing office. They've been really good to me. And now we're on to the next chapter. So, you know, I'm going to be focusing more on this content of the new apartment and updates. I'm going to update you guys as I go. And then hopefully, once I'm done with everything and my coffee table gets here, I'm going to go and do a full apartment tour. So I'll probably do that in like February or March, which is kind of far off when you think about it, but it kind of takes a time to like get a whole apartment together. Like it really does. Like I'll obviously do like Christmas decorations and stuff and updates like that, but I won't do like a full-fledged apartment tour until I have everything that I ordered. That being said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you never miss another video with me, and I will see you guys in the next one.